seems that the answer to the continued aggression of China in the West Philippine Sea may be the presence of the U.S. forces in a country. The negotiation between the U.S. and the Philippines is nearing its completion as both parties slowly come into terms. Galves will tell us more.
The Philippine panel has allowed the U.S. Armed Forces to build structures within the camp of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, which was one of the agreements of the United States of America and the Philippines for the negotiation of the Enhanced Defense Cooperation. The Philippine panel wants to assure that the Philippines would have its rights over the structures to be built by the American soldiers.
The implementation of the under this agreement would follow the same template that the locations provided to the U.S. troops would not be exclusive for them, that it can be jointly used, that the facilities would be used to obtain mutual benefits for the U.S. Armed Forces and the Philippine Armed Forces. And in this agreement, and also in the implementation of this agreement, it would be a requirement that the presence of U.S. troops would be temporary.
Malaysian Ambassador Eduardo Malaya said that there will also be reviews every 5 years for the implementing rules and regulations upon the arrangement of the negotiating team.
With respect to the areas to be shared with the U.S. military, that area will not enjoy any extraterritorial features. Philippine law will prevail in that particular area. That area also will not have an exclusive nature, one that can only be used by the U.S. side. A lot of those areas and its infrastructure would be shared with our Philippine military.
But Tino stressed that the negotiation is not taken haphazardly, although Austrian Ambassador Lourdes Iparraguirre said that it would benefit the panel if the negotiation would be over, and agreements would already be present even before U.S. President Barack Obama arrives in the country. Meanwhile, Iparraguirre explained why Assistant Secretary Carlos Sorreta left the Philippine panel amid the negotiation between the United States and the Philippines.
It's of course a decision by management. In these negotiations, we talk about rotational presence as one of the modalities. We also have a rotation mechanism in the Philippine Foreign Service. What has not changed is the commitment of the Philippine panel to advance the Philippine interests in these negotiations. And the result of the previous rounds indicate the strong commitment, the enduring commitment of the Philippine panel.
The country would hold the 7th round of the negotiation on March 24 to 25. This is Galves for News at 1, Junior Edition.